Hello everybody, my name is Bill, this is Rust to Resurrection, and today we have the last thing to do before we put this 75 Pontiac Grand Prix on the road. Today we're going to install the new hood liner. So the first thing, this is all made out of fiberglass, and just the couple times that I've held it, touched it, moved it, that fiberglass has gotten all over me. And just like fiberglass insulation, it sucks. It makes you really kind of itchy. So we're going to wear long sleeve shirts and we're going to button them up. And we're going to wear a mask because I don't want to be breathing all that fiberglass into my lungs. I can't get them to button up. So we're going to go to plan B. Let's go pull down some insulation. So the first thing I've got to do is I've got to pull down all this insulation that the mice put up inside the cavity here. Another good reason to wear the mask. I can hear all the mouse turds and stuff coming out. Okay, I'll bring you back when that's done. All right, I have to pull the liner down, but I have to remove all these clips. Now this is the new ones, so I have to pull the old ones down so that the whole liner falls. And I tried one the other day, and it did not come down particularly easy. Oh, that one came down easy. All right. So bad. Mouse shit everywhere. What a mess. One of the first things we have to do is we have to do a little bit of quick cleaning under here. So back in the day, I worked for Ruger Firearms, and if you're following my other channel, 6 Round Studio, you would know that. Anyway, so I used to park this outside the wood shop, and back in the day, the wood shop was really dusty. Dust would go everywhere outside, and this car, every day, got bombarded with dust. And what we're brushing off right now is just the wood dust, the walnut wood dust. We are going to have to clean the inside of this engine bay for sure. I think that's pretty good. So there is a little bit of surface rust underneath this old mat, so I'm going to take a Scotch-Brite and a little WD-40. I'm not going to soak it in oil. I'm just going to try to pull away some of the worst of the scale. Either need to be 20 years younger or 20 years more flexible. right. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. So one of the things I am concerned about is all of this curving in here. Hoping that the plugs will actually push that up against the inside, because it is not molded in any way. So, all right. So this has to be this way, and this has to go here, which is where the first tab is. So there's a tab here and there's a tab there. So why don't we put the center ones in first and then try to move out from there. I have no idea how this is going to work. Okay, there's one. Switch sides, I'm right-handed. All right, so this one has to go here, but I cannot even begin to see where that thing goes. All right, I see the hole. Oh, Christ. Oh, that was not fun. All right, let's let's grab this one here. Okay, there's one. So far so good. Now let's get this one up here. This is where things are going to get a little.
That's why I was wondering if you wanted to go back and pull it down.
Yeah. Okay, so far.
I think it should be the back ones instead of the side ones.
Okay, I don't know that I understand that completely, but.
Because you won't be able to pull this down.
Oh, okay, that makes sense, too. That makes sense. There we go. All right, so there should be 3 on each side.
That's it?
Yeah. So there should be 1, 2, oh, maybe it's just 2. No, 1, 2, 3 right there. Done. All right, so a lot of the comments that I saw in the review on these hood liners was that they sagged. This is not sagging. There's enough clips to hold it in, and the material is stiff enough to hold itself up. The second complaint, which was the biggest one, was the holes did not line up. Every hole lined up. We didn't have any issues with this at all. We didn't have enough clips, which bothers me a little bit. I had to go back and use a couple of my older ones, which bothers me enough that I'm going to pull the rest of the good ones out of the trash and keep those just in case a couple of those old ones fall apart. So the holes did line up. I'll leave a link in the description or maybe up here so you can go back and see that video where I picked these up and sort of did a quick evaluation of them. I'm happy with this so far. This really looks good. It really does dress up the underside of that hood. Makes it a lot better. And we got all that mice stuff out of here. We're going to do some vacuuming here in a little bit. So I got my damn light on. So I dragged my wife into another project. She's going to own these projects almost as much as I am. Really appreciate the help, like always. That went pretty good, actually. That was easier than I thought it would be. Frankly, I really thought that was going to be a lot of work. Now we got to go take a shower because I am sweating like crazy in this mask. I'm dirty, and I've got insulation all over me. So we're going to go do that. This thing is ready to go on the road, guys. This is the last thing that I really needed to do. I do want to get in. I want to clean this engine bay, but that's a summer me. A future me going to do that. This thing is ready to roll. Starts right up. Starts beautiful. Idles beautiful. Hopefully that is the way this is going to be when we take it for its first ride up and down the road. Like I said in my last video, I asked you guys if you were interested in going for that ride with me. First time in 33 years. So if you're interested, give me a thumbs up and make sure that you leave a comment. Go for a ride. I'm really thrilled and psyched about that. Guys, I love you. Thank you for being here. Subscribe if you're not already. And I will see you in the next video. Don't go away. I am going to show you a couple close-ups. Bye, guys.
Yeah, that has a hole in it outside.
Pardon? Yeah, that's all stuff I got to do in the future. That's all. That's just air. So there's an air box that sucks air into the carburetor. All stuff that I have to replace. I can shut this thing off. Like I said, guys, all the holes lined up. Everything fit is exactly as exactly could be. This molding or isn't molded. It's just sort of sitting in there. I think the factory one had a curve that was molded in or pressed in. This one does not have that. There was nothing in the instructions that said to do that. But I think over time this thing will begin to set itself up. Thanks for being here, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.